Hello there, my name is Daksha Mystery of Daksha's Gourmet Catering. Today we're going to concentrate on Christmas and I'm doing a food guide for Burnt Oak Community Centre on how to cook a whole chicken. Now today, obviously we want to follow how a roast chicken is done and how it's marinated and put in the oven. We're going to follow the traditional way of roasting the chicken. So shall we get on with it? So let me just show you the ingredients that we're going to be using today. So I'm just going to bring them over here and I'm just going to show you exactly the ingredients that we're going to use. So if you look at the ingredients here, it's pretty simple. So we've got some butter, some stock cube, some parsley, some thyme, rosemary, sage, lemon, and an orange. And obviously a little bit of garlic. Now garlic is an optional thing. If you don't want to use garlic, please omit it. You don't have to put it in, but at the same time, flavor is always there with garlic. So shall we get on with it? So what we're going to do is to just take a plate and I'm going to move my beautiful chicken on one side and I'm going to put my plate here and then going to start with the butter. Now, obviously, you can use hand or you can use a fork to mash your butter up. So all we're going to do is to mash the butter up nicely. And now, all I'm going to use is my hands. Very simply, I'm going to take some parsley, some thyme. Just break all your herbs and spices in one little area, so then when you mix it up with the butter, it spreads lovely on the chicken, and you want to make sure that the chicken is spread completely over nicely. So here you go. That's the thyme, the rosemary, and sage. Sage goes really well with chicken. Chicken and sage is actually married together, so not married in general, you know what I mean. The flavors go very married together. So got lovely sage there. And then like I said, garlic is an option thing. And all I'm going to do is to chop it up nicely. So my gloves are on, let's get mixing. So my butter, obviously I showed you earlier on, it has to be nice and soft. I'm going to put my fork away. I'm going to move my stuff on the side there, move my plate over, and then we're going to put the parsley in there. And then with the parsley and all the mixed herbs, we're going to just blend it together. So just go with your hands and mix it really, really lovely so that it's beautifully done. See? Nicely done. So what you want to do is to make sure that it's all nicely done. Now there's a few ingredients missing from here, which is very important, which is salt and pepper. So what we're going to do now is just going to add some salt and pepper. With my clean hand, I'm going to add a bit of salt. It's important to add salt because that brings you flavor. And then we're going to add some pepper. Lovely. And then mix it again. So then we got all our ingredients together. Done. Beautiful. Now this done, I'm going to leave my glove on and I'm just going to show you that this is the chicken. This is the whole chicken. Now obviously what we do is to tie the two legs together. So when it's in the oven, it doesn't open up too much. But you don't have to go through that extreme by tying the legs or anything like that, because it's for the house and you're doing it for the family. And you know, just let's just get this chicken all lovely marinated. So take a bit of butter and then you just spread it. Spread it so that it's going all the way around nicely. And sometimes it's always good to also, you know, if you feel comfortable, put it underneath the skin, you know, so that the breast is nice and soft. So put it right underneath. Put your fingers in it and just go right through it. So all your marinating is really beautifully going in. And then you spread it. Okay, so our chicken has been absolutely covered in butter and all the herbs. All I'm going to do now is going to be stuffing the cavity with orange and a lemon. Now you don't need to put the whole orange, only a few slices just to give you that aroma. So all I'm going to do is kind of cut beautiful lemons into thin slices. So 3 is enough, I think. And then also 3 of the oranges. Simply lift the cavity and pop your orange inside the cavity. So you want to make sure that orange and lemons are beautifully covered. All we're going to do now is to put our stock, our vegetables around the chicken, so that the moisture from the stock keeps the chicken nice and supple, and so it doesn't dry out. So let me just show you that all I'm going to do is I'm going to be using a vegetable stock cube. Now, vegetable stock cube is again available at the food bank. Please do pick it up. It's a simpler format of making your stock. You can make your own stock. I will show you that in the next part. But at the moment, I'm using a vegetable stock that I'm going to mix that with hot water. So all I'm going to do is to take the vegetable stock, just stir it for about 30 seconds or so, and you got yourself a beautiful ready-made stock, which doesn't take very long. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to put this on the side. We're going to take some potatoes. We're going to cut them into halves. All I've done is peel my potatoes and I've cut them into half. And also carrots. These are small carrots called chantilly carrots. So I'll peel them and done that. These are your baby onions. You can buy baby onions long, which are called banana shallots. Again, I'm just going to cut them in half. And then also I've got Brussels sprouts. Now, a lot of people would use Brussels sprouts. You can boil it, you can put it in a pan and cook it with butter. But today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally roast them with the chicken. I'm going to keep an eye on them. So I'm going to just show you how to peel a Brussels sprouts. Take the root off nicely like that. Put the rubbish on side. What we're going to take is just peel it off. And we're going to peel that off nicely. Just take all the bruising part of the leaf off. That's all you require. Simple. There you go, sorted. So our vegetable is ready. Our stock is ready. And all we're going to do now is we're going to put all this in a pan and it's going to go in the oven. So first and foremost, we're going to put our potatoes around the chicken. We're going to put our Brussels sprouts at the front. Carrots will go just randomly, and your beautiful onions. Okay, so our chicken is now ready for the gravy. So all I'm going to do is take the gravy and going to give it a pour all around the chicken. So we've put our gravy around the chicken just to keep the chicken nice and moist and make sure that all the vegetables are beautifully cooked and seared lovely. So it's ready for the oven now. So all we're going to do is to take it and put it in the oven. And we're going to cook it at 180 degrees for about an hour. And then we're going to check. Okay, so you can see that our beautiful chicken has been cooked for over an hour. I cooked it for about an hour and 20 minutes. I did say an hour, but I cooked it for an hour and 20 minutes. I'm making sure the juices ran clear from my chicken, so there's no blood coming, so making sure my chicken is nicely cooked. And what I've done is I've just made some extra vegetables. It's up to you. I made some extra vegetables, making sure that there's enough for the family. So here is my finished final product, and it's my roast chicken marinated with all the herbs and spices that I showed you earlier on, and my roast vegetables, carrots, Brussels sprouts and onions. Please enjoy the finished product.